Hey there, and welcome to today's video. For today's video, we're going to be building a house, but have you ever heard of the phrase, the kitchen is the heart of the home? That is basically what this build was inspired by. I mentioned a while back that I wanted to build a house that was all kind of connected in a way. I think I wanted it to be more of like rooms within rooms, but that was another challenge perhaps, or another idea for another day. When I originally had it envisioned, it was more like a circular house, I guess. But that's not something you can really do in The Sims. So for today's video, and with the whole the kitchen is the heart of the home in mind, I figured why don't we make a house where everything connects through the kitchen? Now part of me was already thinking that I didn't really want to have the bathrooms connected to the kitchen, but I think they ended up alright. They're far away enough from the sink and the range that if I lived in this house, I don't think I would mind it much. As I was figuring out the layout though, and it wasn't until I first started furnishing the dining room, I realized that I didn't actually have a living room anywhere. This house was originally going to be, I guess, 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, 1 office. But I figured, hey, we could very likely make the master bedroom into the living room, and that is basically what I did. So I guess this technically would be a 3 bedroom, 1.5 bathroom house. Though one of the bedrooms is an office, and the other 2 bedrooms, I was kind of thinking that the first room that I did was a guest bedroom, and the second room was, I guess, the master bedroom, what you could call. But really, either one of them could be the main bedroom. This could also be a house for a couple of roommates. The office could actually also be changed to another bedroom if you needed more space for your Sims. I think the house could actually be pretty flexible in what you need for your Sims. And you could also place a bathtub. I just didn't want to since it didn't really fit. I guess you could call it the vibe I was going for. So I didn't really add one. I don't think I had particular Sims or a particular setting for this house. It was just more of a what do I feel like putting in this room that just so happens to look like a bedroom. Even the colors themselves, I actually don't recall having used that brick. At least not in that color or any time recently. So I actually rather enjoyed decorating this house in general. I know there was recently an update, I believe it was last week, where they updated basically a lot of stuff. I believe they were getting ready to release a new pack, which is about weddings, and they released some new swatches for things like the wedding arches and the wedding dresses, and that makes sense. But I believe they also added more swatches to candles. Maybe that was already there beforehand and I just never really realized. But it just seemed like candles had so many more swatches this time around. I feel like with all the new swatches we've been getting just on base game, not even the new items that they've given us here and there, just swatches in general, it has expanded so much what you can build. It sounds so weird to say that just a couple colors can make your build so different, but things like this are truly why people get excited anytime a pack is announced. Sure, a new item is great, but sometimes you do want to get just a different color on something. So I feel like every time I'm building, I discover something new that I hadn't realized before. And you know what? I rather like that, and I'm glad that they've kept doing it. Admittedly, it is a game that has its years showing on it already, so it's interesting to see how big of a fan base it still has, but I guess that says a lot more about Sims as a franchise than it does about Sims 4 the game. But hey, I don't think anyone has ever complained about getting free content before, so kudos to you, Sims. Hopefully you can keep it up. If not, well, I'll chalk it up in my personal canon to budget cuts, or perhaps Sims 5 if that's not too much to ask. But anyways, that's enough of my rambling. We are getting close to the end of this video, so do let me know down below what you think of this one. I've always heard the saying, but anytime you actually see a layout, I feel like the kitchen is more towards the edges of the house. It never really seems to be in the middle, and it makes sense. You kinda want a window in the kitchen if you ask me. But let me know what you'd like me to try out next, and I hope to see you in the next video. Have a great weekend!